on third down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here is Rourke. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Cheaton, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets 1st down.
We are through 1. It's the Packers on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start. Number 2. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll run. It's Cheaton. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 20-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing is May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's May. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Now May. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
17 yards. And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Here's May again. In trouble, and down he goes. Myles Garrett working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this first half.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, it's Jim DK. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Play action, it is Ward. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Work will throw on 2nd down. The Jets have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Made to throw on 2nd down. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Jets. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jim Ray DK now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Work. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I'm not going to blame the big guys up front. So often we want to pin all the blame on sacks on the quarterback, but this comes down to a quarterback understanding you only have so much time in the pocket. You need to go from your first read to your second. There's not a lot of time to get to a third. That ball either needs to be checked down or thrown away.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
now Ward. He gets this one complete to Johnston. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Packers.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Try again. It's second and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of about 4. This third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
Work. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up some coverage there. And they force fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
At the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
Jets first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw now, May. This one is caught by Reed. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
May going to look to throw. That's made right side by Thomas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Jets first down.
To throw on first down is May. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. May to the air once more. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Here's May. It is brought in the end zone. McCarthy, touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. On the draw, it's Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Quentin Johnston's the man he was looking for on that one. And that'll set up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and Drake May making their way back out from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Teaton to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw to the left side, caught by Andrews. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. And the Jets have a 1st down.
47-yard line.
To throw is May. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
11 more yards.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Will Johnson.
May to throw again. This one intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up at the 35-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Work now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll go play action now with Rourke. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. To the air, it's Rourke. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Nearly a good one. It hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Up separating from the shotgun. It's May. He'll dump this out wide, and he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On second down, it's May. Working mid on him. Get it complete to McConkey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. The clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's May. The ball's out. And no turnover here. Let the Cards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. One final throw before the break. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Eagles. And it's Kyle Pitts. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will wind up as a 68-yard touchdown. The Eagles get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Rourke. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Fake the give, and now here's Rourke. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. We're trying to run for it with Henderson. And he will have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Packers 1st down.
Play action, it is Rourke. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
you can bring quarterbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work will throw on second down. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On third and long, here is Rourke. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Packers set to kick this one away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. From the 38 now, here's second and a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
34-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Packers' 25-yard line.
Throwing now is May. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. Going to be third. They need 1.
Brings up third down and
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. A man, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. May to throw on second down. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw now, May. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going. It's May. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Rourke. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. It is 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And up, it's Tootin. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's May. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll run with Moss. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Jets. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
On the return, here's DK. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From 29, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here is Rourke. That's made there, that's Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
Work to throw on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Second and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll go play action now with Work. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at the 50-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's third down.
And it's third down.
They'll throw with Rook. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. A run with Moss to begin the drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it here with 2. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on second down. May set up the screen here for Newton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Dixon in punt formation.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6.
Throwing on second down. 1. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes third and 6.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
To throw is Work. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's a turnover on downs.
On the give, it's Tinker. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Moss. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jets will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Work now on 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Run out of his gun. They're going to run with Henderson. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Rourke. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now he'll air one out. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, it's Rourke. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Matt Wilson gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. Here's Rourke. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This drive begins with a run by Chuton. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Stop made by Myles Garrett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. He'll let one go down the middle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Incomplete. Cordell Clark on the
Working out of the gun. It's May. That's a dozen. That's number 12. And a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down.
On the ground, here's Chicken. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's taken down
From the 33,
33-yard
here's
line.
second
A
and
gain of
9.
a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On play action, here's May. Throw to the right flat, it is caught, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. A tough spot here. Third and long. Rattling gun, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Jets add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 31, here is second and 5. Now, Rourke. Going up top. That is brought in. And out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 43 yards. And the Packers.
First and 10. Rourke. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Packers first.
Zone read, a give to Henderson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
On third and long, here is Rourke. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. Passes pick is good. And the Packers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. We'll start at the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Right back to Newton. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Taken down back
It is third and long. Another run here with Newton. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down. DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run. It's Henderson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. That's complete to DK. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort, come away with the victory.